In the scorching heart of the Sonoran Desert, where the sun devours all life and the land is little more than endless dunes and thorns, a team of archaeologists arrived with metal detectors and drones. The wind whispered over the sand as their equipment began to beep wildly. Something massive lay beneath. Heavy machinery was brought in, and excavation began slowly, the sand reluctant to reveal its secret. But by evening, the outline of a colossal iron hull had emerged. Riveted metal plates, rusted beams, and deck-like structures hinted at the impossible, a ship in the middle of a desert. One archaeologist spotted a faint Latin inscription on the side, nearly erased by time. It looked as if the ship had just set sail, despite lying hundreds of miles from the nearest ocean. With each passing day, more of the ship's body surfaced, twisted railings, broken bottles, and iron fasteners. In one cabin, a worn leather suitcase with initials was discovered. A faint smell of machine oil still lingered in the air. The team pressed on, their curiosity growing with each layer of sand removed. According to all maps, no river had run through this area for centuries, certainly none capable of carrying a ship of this size. Yet evidence continued to mount. Ropes, buttons, and old shoes were found near the ship's wheelhouse, where rusty telegraph levers and mahogany panels spoke of a vessel built no later than the mid-20th century. Excavators soon uncovered the bow, where intricate monograms gleamed faintly under centuries of dust. Behind it were bright enamel-coated parts and strange broken boxes. The stern remained buried, as if the desert itself was reluctant to give up the last of its secrets. Then, inside the hold, the team found what changed everything. Under layers of sand and rust, they unearthed giant metal cylinders and rectangular frames. The air was thick with the scent of dried oil and old paint. In a narrow space, one young archaeologist shone a flashlight and froze. There, lined up as if waiting for shipment, were rows of vintage automobiles. Shattered headlights, enormous tires, and chrome grills shimmered under dust and decay. Wooden crates protected some of the car bodies, and faded shipping tags bore the names of distant American cities. One cry of "I found the emblem" brought the entire team running. On the grille of a decaying car was the badge of a historic American brand. What they had discovered wasn't a junk heap, it was a forgotten collection of rare and priceless vehicles. Some models had long hoods, leather interiors, and polished oak steering wheels, their colors still vibrant beneath flaking enamel. Toward the center of the hold were larger vehicles, buses, delivery vans, even fire trucks, some with inscriptions in French and German. Tags and plates suggested these weren't just cars, they were part of a transcontinental transport, preserved as if for a grand exhibition. Newspapers from the 1940s littered the floor, and a folding road map of the United States lay inside one glove box. Many of the cars were covered with tattered awnings, while others gleamed as if recently built. Some models were prototypes never released to the public, gems even museums would envy. In one van, archaeologists found toolboxes, spare parts, and emblems. In the far corner, children's pedal cars, bicycle frames, and motorcycle pieces appeared, strangely intact. The most startling discovery came when a box of keys was found, each tagged with the name of a Detroit factory. Then came sealed containers filled with documents, shipping bills, technical manuals, and black and white photographs of the ship itself moored at a massive industrial port. These images confirmed the vessel's existence, but not its fate. The more they uncovered, the more questions arose. How did this floating car dealership end up marooned in a desert? Why had no one ever heard of its voyage or disappearance? As dust and mystery settled back over the dunes, one thing was certain: the desert ship wasn't just a historical oddity. It was a puzzle waiting to rewrite history.